Hi, and welcome to another episode of Business Spotlight. I am Teresa Strong-Myrick with Action Coach Tampa Bay. And today we have another wonderful business owner in the area, and I'm going to have him introduce himself and tell us more about his business. So, Matthew, take it away.
Absolutely. So my name is Matthew Dahm. I am the owner and founder of Mastry's Brewing Co. We've been located in the beautiful city of St. Pete Beach, Florida since August of 2016. So we are the craft brewery out here. Got anywhere from 52 different beers that we make throughout the year, 15 beers regularly on tap, 4 or 5 of our cores mixed in with our fun seasonals that we do, especially small batch, everything from barrel aged to fruited saisons and mixed culture, you name it. And then we've got a variety of different, seltzers and hard cider wine for those non-craft beer consumers, as well as a craft kitchen that operates out here 7 days a week at Mastry's Brewing Co.
Awesome. That was a mouthful. You do a lot.
Well,
How did this
everything?
Awesome. How did this come about? What inspired this
Yeah,
business?
so back in 2014, I was actually working a conventional corporate type job as a project manager for a larger construction company. My background is actually I'm a mechanical engineer and contractor by trade. So
Okay.
I honestly I just always had a love for the industry. Craft beer. Honestly, I'm a wine fan, spirits fan, and at that time, my wife and I finally took the opportunity to take some time off, go on vacation. So we decided, we wanted to do a road trip. So we went ahead and did that, and start out in going through Tennessee and Lower Illinois, and then kind of made the big arc around and came back through through the Carolinas and Georgia and so on. And at that point in time, and I always tell people, and then I go, yeah, so we kind of landed in Nashville, North Carolina, and go, oh yeah, well, craft beer's here, no wonder. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
no, I like craft beer, yes, and don't get me wrong, when I was there, I visited some breweries, but at that time, it was actually almost my 7th or 8th visit to the Biltmore Estates.
Mhm.
And being an engineer contractor, I always loved the ingenuity that went into the design of the property.
Right.
Now they utilized, electricity there at a time that wasn't available, and had the first indoor swimming pool, and was, underwater lighting. And there's the era that they actually had Edison and Tesla talking about using DC versus AC voltage. So as an engineer, it was always very fascinating to me, how revolutionary they were. And then to hear about, Mrs. Vanderbilt, and seeing her motorcycle and car that she would drive on the property. So seeing what real renegades, that they were back in that era of just, creating something and giving opportunity. And then again, hearing about Mrs. Vanderbilt and all the things that she did. But this was the first time I ever got to experience their on-site winery. And then I got to hear more of the history behind that, the harsh weather conditions that they were going through at the time, and that they were attempting to do something that nobody just did in that area or thought to do. And then they accomplished it and did it quite well. And for me personally, as an engineer, I'd always kind of struggled because I've always also been very creative and multifaceted with other areas of work that I like to do. Everything from, art and music, and working, philanthropy with, nonprofits, and getting more involved with my community, a little bit into politics, and, but then getting to inspire others and help pave roadmaps. And so I always kind of had a pull of I never felt like I really fit in a box, as far as a job role went. And then for whatever reason, when I saw the winery, but these people who were pioneering engineers, do the wine, but then the other side as well is hell, if these guys can do it, I can do it too. So that's where it just kind of stuck in my mind of, to live the professional lifestyle and career that I wanted to fully embrace. And that the only way I was going to do that was to do it on my own, to develop something that would give me the opportunity to showcase and enjoy all those different realms. So I'm still practicing engineer and contractor. I do a lot actually within the craft beer industry here in the state of Florida.
Okay.
But now I'm on the other side as well with hospitality, and I work a lot lot with my chambers of commerce, the local
Right,
cities and
right.
municipalities, a lot of nonprofits. I run the marketing here. So it really, this is a way I found out how to really be me and let
Oh, I
that
love
emulate
it.
through everything I do.
Oh, that's awesome. So listen, you said 2016. So I have been in this city for a while. Now, is there another brewery that is similar to yours at all? Because it seems like yours is a bit different from what I've seen.
So in the last couple of years, there has been a few other what I would consider garage style breweries that have opened up, but so in August of 2016, the time when we opened up, we were the first of kind of our
Yeah,
layout and platform of what we do.
gotcha. So you're the pioneers of that. I love it. In this
I don't
area.
know. I don't know the pioneers. I mean, you go out west, you go to Denver,
In this area,
Portland,
though.
but in this area, I didn't know of really another garage style brewery back at the time, at least in the Tampa Bay area that had kind of our business model setup environment,
Gotcha.
mix of uses and spaces.
Love it. So now I've been asking everyone this. So we just came through a pretty difficult time during with the pandemic. How did that affect your business, and
Yes.
what things did you have to implement to get through it?
So in short, like everybody, we were closed a lot. Had to change up our business model and focus for a while, see how we could make to-go work. In short, doing to-go and craft beer is in 2015, 14, when I was working on my business models, looking at it, and even going back then pre-COVID, yes, everybody, did crowlers and growlers and, has some small package, but you're talking about a percent of your overall sales that were so minute to your business model that it was an added accessory to enhance the experience when a consumer comes in and finds a brew that they really enjoy, would like to be able to take it home with them, out on vacation, whatever. And now taking that model and going, well, you can't bring anybody in and you have to shift 100% to go. There just wasn't even the support in the market to be able to handle that. And as you've seen, there was everything from can shortages, the packing solution shortages.
Yes.
And because of where we're located specifically, which is again, we're in St. Pete Beach, along a coastal barrier town, we are not a neighborhood you're naturally going to pass through going and coming from work. Not only that, at the same time, because of the unknowns of what was going on with the pandemic, the Pinellas County at the time decided to go ahead and shut down all public beach access.
Yes.
Absolutely. So now you really had no reason to come to this side of town because all the hospitality was closed, all the restaurants and hotels. And so unless you lived out here, which again is as far as the volume of population, I want to say there's I think the living population is like less than 4,000 people in the city of St. Pete Beach.
Sounds about right.
Many of them are seasonal snowbirds, where they, dual live up north and down south, and many of them also Canadians and, some Michiganders, Pennsylvania, Ohio. So again, during that time, if they weren't already here, they weren't coming here.
Exactly.
So it was a very unknowing, untelling time. We went from being told, hey, we're going to shut you down for 2 weeks. And literally it happened mid Tampa Bay Beer Week as well. So we had just got done having some of the big beer festivals that we normally have, hearing that, oh, hey, in California, this is what's going on, hearing about it slowly coming. The next thing you know, it's happening, it's some of the different, major distribution cities in Florida. And the next thing you know, governor's coming on saying, hey, as of Thursday afternoon, everything we're shutting down for 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, we're getting ready to go into St. Patrick's Day weekend, So I had no
so what
idea.
Mindset? Talk to me about what mindset did you have to maintain to get through that?
It was as being the best thing I can say is being as proactively reactive as you can be. Keeping best hopes, being very focused on, what reserves you may have available, different options that you have to stay sustainable, communicating very well with your team members, with the local jurisdictions, municipality, DVPR, getting all the information of what's going on, and at the time too, just going, man, like, 'cause there's still so many unknowns. We didn't know what this thing is that's coming. How do we all
Right.
operate or be safe in this time to make sure that everybody at minimum is healthy and that we all don't lose our businesses at the same time? So
Yeah.
with that, I mean, we were doing minimum package, but had to quickly invest into, packing solution options. At the time, we already did have our food operations with our food truck. But again, we were only operating that mainly on the weekends. So we had to start learning how to do food operations 7 days a week. So we made an extreme investment into our business model that wasn't something really forecasted for us to put into place as quickly as we did.
Gotcha.
Just to stay open. Which again, with that is, again, you're putting a whole lot of money out there to get your doors back open, because again, there were, we had a license under the DBPR's, 509 section, which allowed us to serve food, which we could fall under the brewed pub category. And as long as we had our food operations going, that would allow us to operate in the times that the restaurants did. But as many restaurants and other hospitalities tell you, even at 25-50% occupancy, our models just aren't built to be sustainable with that much of a reduction. So it's literally just trying to put a Band-Aid over the bleed, and hoping that, there is an end in sight, that, and also when you hit there, that it'll, again, you have to push through. You just have to push through.
Absolutely. So what do you see as the future of Mastry's Brewing Co.? What's the future?
The future is, honestly, I kind of, people always ask me, like, who do you want to be when you grow up? And I think a lot of it, sets in the, like, who does your customer base what you want you to be? What can you be for your community? We definitely have big plans in the works of, again, being such a big community advocate within the Tampa Bay area and working with multiple municipalities. Again, going back to my construction project management background, so having a lot of relationships, and we definitely have big plans to grow and to do something big. Right now we're already bound by the four corners of our property to only grow so big and be able to do so much. So there's a lot of potential in our future. And time will tell how big we make that potential. In the short of it, right now I'm looking at 1.5 acres in, a 16,000 square foot facility that we want to build and develop to further be part of in a community, to really provide and build something that will be a heart of a community.
Oh, I love it. I love everything that you're saying. Wonderful. So excited about the future of your company. So tell me, what keeps you excited?
The endless possibilities.
Endless. I love it.
The endless possibilities. Yeah, I mean, just it's the endless possibilities. That's really what keeps me excited. And having the opportunity to continue to have those endless possibilities, and working with my community, working with my team, and encourage and empower those to either join a team like ours, or how to find their own path to do their own vision. Helping small businesses, and speaking with government municipalities about advocating for the small business community. I always tell everybody, as craft beer, we're not saving lives here, but we're providing a quality way of life, as well as an enhancement to your day-to-day life. So having that work-life circle is very important. And a lot of people say, oh, it's like a scale, you got to balance your work and life. It's not a scale, though. You truly become, I mean, unless you're multi-personality and you change who you are in each role all the time, but nobody's happy with that. Nobody's happy being a different person at work than they are at home. So the idea is to build this work-life circle, so you're happy in your career, you're happy in your home, you're happy in your community, and it's one big circle that really follows you and totally embraces of who you are in this relatively short amount of time that you have to make your mark in this world.
Absolutely. We refer to it as harmony in life. There's never going to be balance, but you can create harmony so that everything is working well together.
Yeah.
So I love all the keywords that you have mentioned. All the things that keep a business and keeps it running is connecting and community and building something that is not just a brick and mortar, but also an experience for people. So I really appreciate that. So tell us where you're located again, give them your address, phone number if they want to call, visit. Tell us about where we can come and see you.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, Matthew Dahm with Mastry's Brewing Co. We're located in St. Pete Beach, Florida. Our address is 7701 Blind Pass Road, St. Pete Beach. You can find us on any form of social media. I say any form. I'm sure there's some out there that I just haven't hopped on yet, but we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube. You can find us on TikTok. You know, you can go to www.mastrysbrewingco.com. That's got all the hyperlinks to get you involved with whatever your choice of social media platform is. And other than that, you know, we're out here 7 days a week from pretty much noon on, just doing what I've talked about, enjoying life, being part of our community. And on top of that, trying to bring a quality beverage and experience to the community to come and enjoy. And,
awesome.
You know, just everybody from all walks of life come out and hang with us.
Well, I look forward to visiting pretty soon here because it's an amazing facility. Well, thank you so much, Matthew, for your time. Thank you guys for watching again. And all of his contact information, address to the location will be below this video. Y'all have a good one. See you again soon.
Thank you.